Please don't shoot. Please, because I don't want nobody to kill me. Please,
you're going to jail.
Please,
I'd rather your ass rot in jail.
Please, I don't want to die.
You're just doing
Everybody, anybody, I'm in Clyde, North Carolina, and they try to kill me, y'all. They try to kill me. I'm in Clyde, North Carolina. They try to kill me. They tried to kill me. I'm in Clyde, North Carolina. Okay? They're on Clyde, North Carolina. They tried to kill me at the landfill.
Finding this video for the first time, this is an update for a video which I had made earlier concerning the same issue. Well, I'll attach it at the end of the video so that you can bring yourself up to date and you can connect to the flow of this video.
We have an update to this video, but probably an update a lot of you are not going to like. Y'all have been threatening people. Was it not obvious from my...
I'm just wondering whether this is a way of trying to evade or trying to play safe or play, that's a way of trying to evade the case or their responsibility. Well, they've been called to action, but it's like they are trying to lay all this blame to the driver. Well, my question actually is, how many situations like this have been occurring in this site? Because this is only one which has brought to site. How much more which we don't know? Well, if this is the case, I think the authorities should actually dig deep into this matter without any hesitation. Well, they are saying the county, the authority in that area, they're saying that people should actually be conservative. They should be concerned before actually threatening the company. They should first of all find the evidence or whatever thing it is before making those threatening phone calls. Well, I think, well, that's valid, but either way, these people want an answer. They need the investigation launched. Well, here are some video clips that I've combined for us. Let's go through them and see what's the update about. See you in the next episode. Well, we have seen that what these people are saying is that we encourage the public to seek accurate information before responding to a situation. Well, if we don't respond to this action, how will we even get to know the accurate information? That's why we are reacting in this situation, so that you guys can provide us with the accurate information, and that's what we are looking forward to see. Well, I don't know your thoughts concerning the same, but you're always welcome to share your thoughts in the comment section so that we can call out these actions where people can be held accountable or responsible for their actions. You cannot just be acting anyhow and expect us to just let it slide by. Share your comments, share your thoughts rather in the comment section, and see you in the next episode.